Hi everyone, in this video tutorial I'm excited to share a new script for Leica Cyclone 3DR that allows you to animate your point clouds and perform various types of simulations. This tool is incredibly versatile and can be used for calculating movement and collisions for oversized equipment, simulating complex object paths, virtual assembly of multiple elements, production line analysis, accident scene reconstruction and simulations, and many more. So let's take a look at how it works. Before we dive into the workflow, let's get the script installed. Click the link below to get the script, download the archive and unzip its contents into a dedicated empty folder on your drive. Open Leica Cyclone 3DR and go to the script toolbar. Click on settings, then select favorite script. In the pop-up window, choose Add Favorite from Disk and navigate to the folder you just created. Select the main.js file. Double-click the name of the new tool in the list and type 3DR Studio. Double-click the default icon to change it, navigate back to your script folder and select the 3DR Studio PNG file. And that's it. If you check your script menu, now you will see that the new tool is ready to use. The entire animation process is divided into 5 manageable steps. Project Manager, define poses, calculate trajectory, play animation, and 3DR Studio. Let's take a closer look at each of these steps. Step 1. Project Manager. The first step is project creation, a straightforward process where you define the folder for all the temporary files the script needs to run. To start, simply run the process and select Create New Project. The script will prompt you to choose the save location, just create a new folder with any name you like and select it. If you have already worked on projects before, the script will allow you to select an existing one from the list. By default, the script works with the last active projects, which you can always see in the main menu when you launch the script. Step 2. Define poses. The define poses step is the most critical stage of the process. During this step, you define the position of your scans at different points in time, creating what we call poses. The script offers two ways to do this. For custom objects, by manually moving the scan to key locations, and for vehicle trajectories, creating a predefined path for the object by polyline. The manual method is highly flexible because you have full control over every keyframe. However, it can be time-consuming if you need to simulate complex vehicle movement with many positions. In those cases, the trajectory method is more efficient. So let's check first method for custom objects. To start, launch the script, go to Define Poses menu, select Custom Object and click Execute. The script will prompt you to save the current point cloud pose. Click the Save Pose button and select the point cloud you want to register. When you select the point cloud, the script automatically checks the naming format. It must follow this pattern, and any other formats will be ignored. And for the second check, script will analyze the number of points. I don't recommend to animate big point clouds with millions of points. For smooth animation, I recommend you to keep number between 100,000 and 300,000 points. If your selection exceeds the 300,000 points, the script will notify you and offer to reduce the density. You can choose to downsample it or keep it as is. So once the first pose is saved, close the script, use the standard Leica Cyclone 3DR tools to move your point cloud to its next position, open the script again and save the new pose using the same tool. As you progress, you will notice helper files being generated. This gives you a visual preview of the estimated trajectory, while copies of each pose are automatically saved into the project folder. If you notice that some poses need adjustments after they have been created, you don't need to start over. The script includes a built-in update pose position tool for quick corrections. So use the standard Leica Cyclone 3DR translation and rotation tools to move the specific point cloud pose to the desired location or orientation and run the update tool. Within the define poses dialog, select the update existing pose option. Click the update pose button and then select the point cloud in the scene that you just moved. The script will instantly rewrite the position data for the specific pose in your project files, ensuring your trajectory remains accurate without extra efforts. Second method for vehicle trajectory. The second method is ideal for simulating vehicle movement. Before running the script, you need to prepare two key elements in your scene. The first element is the trajectory of movement. This is a polyline representing the object path. It could be a single polyline representing center line, or it could be two lines for left and right sides. So you can create it by standard polyline tool creation, or I prefer to use cut curve tool. Simply click to define key positions and use the red bubbles to adjust the curve. Once finished, convert it to polyline using the polyline from cut curve or wire tool. Second step, the surface mesh generation. It's optional step. It's recommended because you need a mesh representing the ground or road for accurate movement. High detail isn't necessary. A triangle size of 1 meter is usually sufficient, so you can generate this in the surface modeling tab by using 3D mesh or extract DTM tools. Once preparation is complete, launch the script and select the vehicle trajectory option in the define poses menu. Similar to the first method, the script will ask you to select your point cloud and perform the same naming and point count checks. So keep in mind that name should match the requirements. Next, the script will ask you to identify 4 contact points on the vehicle. 2 points for left and right front wheels and 2 points for left and right rear wheels. For the best results, select the lowest points of each wheel. I recommend using the lowest point snapping mode for precision. As the next step, script will ask how you want to define the path, by single polyline or by 2 polylines for left and right side. Select your preferred method and then click the trajectory polyline in the scene. The script will ask if you want to project the trajectory onto a surface that we created before. Enable this checkbox and select your reference mesh from the list. So you will see 2 generated lines, green and red. It's crucial to verify that the green line is on the right side from the center polyline. Click verify and select the polyline that represents the right side of the trajectory. Finally, set the distance step between poses. A standard 3 meter step usually works well, and enable the export animation XAML option to save data for each pose. The script will then automatically generate multiple poses in your project folder, spaced out according to your specified step. Step 3. Calculate trajectory. Now that we have our key poses, it's time for a very important step, calculating the trajectory. This process is fully automated. The script calculates extra positions, interpolations between your defined poses to ensure all movements and transitions looks perfectly smooth. So open the Calculate Trajectory menu. In the dialog window, you will see a list of all available point clouds ready for calculation. The most important setting here is the transition time. Please note, this is not the total animation time, this is the duration of the movement between 2 adjacent positions. So for the first method with custom object options, since your poses are likely further apart, I recommend setting this to 2 or 3 seconds between poses. For second method with vehicle trajectory option, since the poses were generated automatically with a small step, use a much shorter time, like half a second for example. Once you have set the time, click OK. The script will then generate all the necessary files to bridge the gaps between your poses. Step 4. Play animation. Now that the trajectory has been calculated, we can finally see the first results. The step allows you to preview the animation for a specific object before moving to the full scene. Go to the Play Animation menu. In the mode selection, choose the single animation mode that allows us to play animation for a single object. The multiple object animation mode will be available after the next step. In the dialog window, select the object you want to animate from the list. Enable the loop animation option if you want the movement to repeat continuously during your review. To get the best perspective, the script offers 3 camera modes. Free camera, this gives you full control, use your mouse and standard Leica Cyclone 3DR navigation tools to move around while the animation plays. Auto follow, the camera will automatically track the object, keeping it centered in your view as it moves. In third option, top view, the camera stays directly above the object and follows its path. When using this mode, you can specify a height value in meters to set how high the camera should be. Press OK button to play the animation. This tool is specifically designed for animating and fine-tuning a single object at a time, to ensure its individual movement is perfect. And step 5. 3DR Studio. The final step is 3DR Studio. It's a powerful visual timeline editor designed specifically for Leica Cyclone 3DR. Think of it as a video editing software, DaVinci Resolve or Adobe Premiere Pro, but for your point clouds. It allows you to merge, arrange and preview all your scan animation in one place. So when you launch the 3DR Studio, it automatically loads your project settings and all generated animation files onto the timeline. If you have worked on this project before, it will even restore your previous layout. So let's check the interface. The center timeline panel, this is where the magic happens. Each block represents an animation. You will see diamond markers representing your saved poses for each block, and you can move each block left and right to adjust the order of your animation. On the left side you will see your library of scans. You can toggle visibility or lock tracks to prevent accidental changes. And the right panel displays detailed coordinates and properties for whatever you have selected. And the top toolbar has some options to edit the blocks and help work with them efficiently. So Smart Snapping option toggles this on to perform aligned blocks to each other's edges or specific pose key points. Cut tool needs to split the movement. Activate cut mode and click anywhere on block to divide it into independent parts. You can use extending blocks by hover over the start or end of the block and drag. This creates a ghost zone that freezes the point cloud in its last position. So this is perfect for keeping object visible even after the movement ends. And grouping tool, select multiple tracks and hit group to move them together, maintaining the relative timing. By clicking the file button, you can save the project or export the overall animation as merged XML file. Once your blocks are arranged on the timeline, it's time to see everything in action. So you can click the play button or simply hit the spacebar to start the animation of all objects simultaneously. Press space again to pause the playback at any moment. Use the speed slider to fast forward through your sequence for a quick review. It's a great way to verify long trajectories in seconds. When you are satisfied with the timeline and transition, 3DR Studio automatically generates a merged animation file. To see the final high-quality result, head back into the script menu in Leica Cyclone 3DR, select the play animation, and then select the multiple object animation mode. This will load your edited timeline and play back the complete simulation exactly as you designed it in the 3DR Studio. And that's it. With these 5 steps, you can transform static point clouds into dynamic, professional simulations, whether you are checking for collisions on a construction site or visualizing a complex production line. If you have any questions about the workflow or specific features, feel free to reach out or check the documentation. I can't wait to see the simulations you created with this tool. Thanks for watching and happy animating!